teacher's birthday, the class plans a small kind surprise. It was a sunny Monday morning at Green Hill School. The students of Class 5B sat quietly at their desks, waiting for their teacher, Miss Lily. She was always on time, always smiling, and always kind to everyone. She taught English and told stories that made the students laugh. They all loved her very much. That morning, Anna, one of the students, came into class with some exciting news. Guess what? She whispered to her friends Tom and Sarah, "Tomorrow is Miss Lily's birthday." Tom's eyes went wide. "Really? How do you know?" "I heard her talking to another teacher in the hallway," Anna said. "She said her birthday is on Tuesday, but she doesn't plan to do anything special." Sarah frowned. "That's sad. She always does nice things for us. Maybe we should do something for her this time." The three friends thought for a moment. Then Anna smiled and said, "Let's plan a surprise for her. A small one, but a kind one." When Miss Lily entered the classroom, everyone stood up and said, "Good morning, Miss Lily." She smiled as usual and began the lesson. The students tried to act normal, but they kept exchanging secret looks. They could hardly wait to plan the surprise. When the bell rang for lunch, the whole class stayed behind. Anna stood up and whispered, "Okay, everyone. Tomorrow is Miss Lily's birthday. Let's surprise her." The students began to talk excitedly. "We can bring flowers," said Sarah. "We can make a big card," shouted Leo. "I can bring balloons," said Tom. But not everyone had money to buy something. Some students looked worried. Anna noticed and said kindly, "It doesn't matter if you can't buy things. We can make things with our hands. Miss Lily will love anything that comes from our hearts." So they made a plan. After school, some students stayed to clean the classroom. Others made paper flowers from old colored papers. Tom drew a big heart on the board and wrote, "Happy birthday, Miss Lily." Sarah started making a big birthday card from cardboard. Everyone wrote a message inside it. "You are the best teacher. Thank you for helping us. We love your stories." Even Sam, the quietest boy in the class, wrote something small. "You make learning fun." That night, everyone went home with excitement. They talked about the surprise with big smiles on their faces. Some told their parents, who helped them bake cookies or find small gifts. The next morning came. The students arrived at school earlier than usual. They decorated the classroom with paper flowers, balloons, and colorful drawings. They hid the gifts inside a big box. The room looked bright and happy. When the bell rang, everyone quickly sat down and pretended nothing had happened. They tried not to laugh or look too excited. Miss Lily entered the room, carrying her books. "Good morning, everyone," she said with her warm smile. But something felt different. The students were too quiet. She walked to the board and stopped. Her eyes widened. She saw the big red heart and the words "Happy Birthday, Miss Lily." "Wait," she said softly, smiling in surprise. "How did you all know?" And then, together, the class shouted, "Happy birthday, Miss Lily." Balloons flew into the air. Sarah ran to her with the big card. Tom opened the gift box, and everyone started clapping. Miss Lily covered her mouth with her hands. "Oh my goodness," she said with tears in her eyes. "You did all this for me." "Yes," Anna said, "you always make our days special, so we wanted to make your day special too." Miss Lily's eyes filled with happy tears. She looked at the decorations, the handmade flowers, and the kind messages in the card. She hugged the big card to her chest and said softly, "This is the best gift I have ever received." Then she opened the box. Inside were small gifts, cookies, candies, little drawings, and paper hearts. One student had even written a short poem for her. "You teach us words. You teach us song. You help us learn when things go wrong." Everyone clapped again. Miss Lily laughed and said, "You are all amazing. I am so proud to be your teacher." They spent the rest of the day celebrating together. Instead of a normal English lesson, they sang songs, told stories, and shared the cookies. Miss Lily even told a funny story from her own childhood. The classroom was full of laughter. At the end of the day, as the students packed their bags, Miss Lily said, "Thank you, my dear students. Today I learned something important. Kindness is not about big things, it's about love from the heart." The students smiled, and Anna said, "Happy birthday again, Miss Lily." Miss Lily waved as they left the room, still holding the big card close to her heart. When she looked around the empty classroom, she whispered to herself, "I have the best students in the world." And from that day on, Class 5B was not just a group of students. They were a little family, one that learned that kindness and love are the most beautiful lessons of all.